during the cutting of the interfacing, I showed you how to mark it and how to staple it and how to cut it out. But in this segment here, I'm going to tell you about the actual types interfacing that you should consider starting with. First of all, I use a company called Harodite, Harodit, Harodite. And there's a man by the name of Jay, and I'll list his name and phone number in the suppliers list. And the thing about him is he knows that I deal with a lot of students, and he'll let you get away with a minimum order of 30 yards. And most of the stuff is 45, 48. There's some 36-inch width, high quality German fusings and interfacings. And they make all kinds. They make for silk, for linen, for polyester. I don't use anything but 100% cotton. I never liked working with poly at all, period. I refuse to work with it. That's my own opinion. You may choose another path. That's up to you. But the whole crux here is that when you speak to Jay, if that's what you want to do, order 30 yards, I would say start with a medium weight if you're limited on funds. And a medium weight for most callers is what you'll be using. Most men prefer like a medium weight. And if someone wants a heavy duty weight, what you can do is you can fuse 2 layers on top of each other to give you a heavy duty. I do have a very light fusible, which I use for a lot of button downs. And also I usually put a top layer or a top fusing on top of the regular fusing to give it a little bit of thickness, but not only that, to prevent the collar stays from showing on the other side. That's my main purpose of using it. So if you're starting out and you're on a budget, I would say order the medium and order the fusible, because 90% will be fusible in the beginning. And then as you get a little money, you can order some non-fusible. Non-fusibles come into light, medium, and heavyweight also. And there's some that are as thick as cardboard. And during your career, you'll get calls for all types. And I usually buy rolls, and I've been using it for years now. But the thing is, when you call Jay and you're ordering, for example, say a medium weight, when you order the 30 yards of medium weight, tell them you want a sample book of the different shirting, non-fusibles and fusings that you may want to use, and they'll send you this book. This is kind of a small one. You usually have a lot more in there, but anyway, it changes from time to time. If at the worst, what they'll do is they'll send you a plastic placket with the company name on it. This particular one is called number 60 Ectical medium weight, and that's what I use. And I use the fusible and non-fusible in this way. This is the medium weight that I normally use. And you can talk to Jay, and he makes a light and a heavy duty, and he'll discuss it with you. He's very easy to get along with. He's been in the business many, many years. And again, this stuff, the fusibles used with the heat press that you'll see a tutorial on, you can't fuse this stuff with an iron. It will never last. Now, I know a lot of you think you can go to the fabric stores and get some of this light stuff. To me, this stuff, a lot of it is a combo of synthetic fiber. Some of it's like felt. It's a press weave. Some of it is very light, almost feels like a light. You've seen it, a shirt tail specifically made for shirts, supposedly. This is not quality for shirt making. If you're going to be a professional, it's not, believe me. So again, find yourself a couple of suppliers on the internet, back up. But if you're starting out and don't know where to go, Aerodite Industries, speak to Jay. He'll answer all your questions, and that'll get you starting. 30 yards will get you going for practicing your collar and cuff making or your shirt making, and it'll be a good start. And hopefully this Aerodite's been around for a lot of years, but hopefully it'll be around for another 100 years, hopefully. And that's all I have to say about the interfacing at this time.